rest for the wicked over in the Europa Conference League as we enter the final round of matches over in the league phase. Some clubs are already through, some clubs got still work to do, but who am I talking about? We'll tell you all about it next. That's right, folks, back once again in another video today. It's all about predicting the last round of games in the league phase of 2024 Europa Conference League. That's right. What am I talking about? We'll get into it in a second. Of course, if you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe and you want some shop for Europa Conference League, Papa Rovers, World Football. We're going to all hear under one Ruski. That's right. It looks like Chelsea, Vitória Guimarães, and the likes of Fiorentina are probably safe as houses, but there is still 3 points on the offering, which could change up the dynamics over in the league phase in the Europa Conference League. We'll get into all of that in a minute. Big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the Patreons. You know who you are. What we're going to do now, though, is revisit the last round of games, which was just the other day, and now kick off forward to this coming match, which, of course, is just around the corner. We'll get into it right about now. Sit tight, hold on. Here we go. Alrighty then. Let's take a look back then, shall we, at this past Thursday's matches. And these are those, as you see it on my screen right about now. Including results for Chelsea, big win, 3-1 win over Astana to make it 5 wins on the spin for them. They look dead set for the next round. Meanwhile, Copenhagen with a big 2-0 win over Hearts. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Fiorentina put 7, I say 7, past LASK. That's right, just a 3-0 win for me. Istanbul Başakşehir also coming out on the win against the German outfit Heidenheim, 3-1 win there. Lugano picking up the win on the road against Legia Warsaw to dent their hopes. That's their first defeat of the campaign. It's a big away win. Meanwhile, the Scandinavia affair ended up all square as well. Helsinki and Molde 2-2 in the end. Cercle Brugge picking up a big 4-1 win over Olympic Ljubljana, also taking a dent on their dreams. Meanwhile, Petrocub losing to Real Betis as expected. We've got Dynamo Minsk coming out on top with a 2-0 win over Larne. Noah losing to APOEL Nikosia out of Cyprus. Gent out of Belgium beating Bačka Topola, 3-0 win on the night. Meanwhile, Nikosia did beat Rapid Vienna 3-1, if my mathematics is correct. vsHJK Rovers also coming on top with a 3-0 win over FK Borac, also predicting the result there. Panathinaikos also coming out on top with a 2-0 win over TNS. I went with the 4-0. Bioshock losing to FKMB there. That's Mladá Boleslav there. 1-0 winners on the night. Meanwhile, Vitória Guimarães 4-1 win over FC St. Gallen. I went with a 2-1 win, I think. Paphos also coming out top with a 2-0 win over Celje. And Djurgårdens taking care of business against Viking out of Iceland. Now, the state of play in the table looks a little bit like this, guys. Now, this is other teams that are struggling. We can probably rule out the likes of Petrocub, Larne from getting anywhere near playoffs. Of course, you need to be 24th or above to have your European adventure continue. So I cannot rule out the likes of Noah just yet. St. Gallen, Helsinki, Astana, Bačka Topola, Molde or Celje. They're on 4 points, and a win in their next game it could actually project them into that safety zone, or at least the sort of limbo land there. But right now, I believe Petrocub, Larne are out. LASK also looking very, very, very vulnerable as well. Dynamo Minsk, the new state's also looking pretty much done. Because you need 5 points or more at the moment, or probably 6 points really, to get into it. So the likes of Istanbul Başakşehir, Hearts from Scotland right there, Mladá Boleslav and Nikosia out of Cyprus there. They're on 6-5. They're okay right now, and a draw might be enough, but realistically, those guys need to be winning games. And then in the middle of the pack there, you got the likes of Copenhagen, Heidenheim, Real, Betis. They seem to be okay and probably going to be safe for at least a playoff match. But where you really want to be is in the top 8. And right now, the teams that are securing their spot already into the official first round of games. It looks like Chelsea, they look good. In fact, they are good. They cannot be caught. And Vitória Guimarães are very, very close. A draw or more should do it. And also the likes of Fiorentina, Legia Warsaw and Lugano also look set to be in the next round. Shamrock Rovers yet to taste defeat, but they do have a tricky game now to secure their fate, which would be absolutely fantastic news for Ireland and football as well. So that's the state of play there. These are the next round of games, guys. So we're going to come at you, and they are coming at you this coming Thursday, the 19th of December, right before the Christmas period. So we're going to start with the top of the shop there. We're going to go to Chelsea and Stamford Bridge. They're going to be taking on Shamrock Rovers coming at you out of Ireland. That's right. Now, these two clubs haven't yet to play each other according to my data, and Chelsea are tip at the top of the table with 15 points to their name. That's a 15 out of 15. Meanwhile, they have won 6 on the bounce. They look very, very good in all competitions right now. now, it seems to be ticking over quite nicely for Chelsea, who haven't lost any of the last 9 games or any of the last 10 home matches. They're up against Shamrock Rovers, though, who are in 6th spot. Also, yet today's defeat in this competition. They have got 11 points, just 1 defeat in the last 6 matches. Now, coming into this, Shamrock Rovers did beat Banja Luka this past match day. Chelsea coming out with a 2-1 win over Brentford. Looks like it's pretty much Conference League or bust for Shamrock Rovers. It seems like their season is over. Of course, their last official game in Ireland was a 2-1 win over Waterford, so that was at the end of the season. Meanwhile, the odds right here right now, 60-1 on is your Chelsea, 40-1 is the draw, 22-1 is your Shamrock Rovers. Chelsea could play a 3rd, 4th squad here if they wanted to keep them fresh for the Premier League, but I still think Chelsea will come out top. They've got too much top talent right now. Their 3rd team is probably very, very good and probably could also win this competition. But 3-0 winners, Chelsea taking it to the house. Let's go to Real Betis now. That's, of course, over in Spain. They're going to be taking on, who are they going to take on? HJK Helsinki. This is coming at you over in España. Real Betis are 5th, 17th of the table, 7 points for the campaign. 58% form for them, of course, under Pellegrini right now. They're unbeaten in the last 4 matches, 58% form. Up against HJK Helsinki, they are 29th in this table, just 4 points for the campaign, just 1 win in the last 4. They have played each other twice, these two sides. 2 wins out of 2 for Real Betis, and the last time they played at this very venue was a 3-0 win for Real Betis back in November 2022. The Spanish outfit coming into this on a 2-1 win over Villarreal. That was on the 15th of December. Helsinki's last match was in this competition against Molde, and again, just like the Irish folks there, it looks like their season is on at least a pause, if not over, as it's all about Conference League or bust right now. So we'll see how they'll get on here. The odds right here right now, Real Betis are 6-1 on for the victory, 14-1 is your Helsinki, 6-1 of course is the draw. The Spanish team should come out top here. Going to go with a 3-1 win for Real Betis to take to the house. Meanwhile, LASK, who've been dog shit in this competition, they're going to be taking on Vikingur coming out of Iceland. That's right. LASK need really snookers to get themselves moving into the next stage, or at least the playoffs. They're coming at you in 34th spot right now, just 2 points for the campaign. Up against Vikingur, who are in they're in 19th with 7 points for the campaign, but just 1 win in the last 4. LASK out of Austria, 4 defeats on the spin right now, including a 7-0 win, a 7-0 loss to Fiorentina last time around. Meanwhile, Vikingur also losing to Djurgårdens out of Sweden. The odds for this one, though, we're looking at it right here, right now. Where are we? It's 20-13 on LASK. Our favoured here for the victory. 7-2 is your Vikingur. 3-1 is, of course, the draw right now. Going to go with a 1-1 draw, which, again, doesn't do anything for LASK, but it might be enough to seal Vikingur's spot in at least the playoffs. Let's go to Djurgårdens. They're up against Legia Warsaw out of Poland. This match taking place over in La Suède. If my geography is correct. Djurgårdens at right now 11th in the table, 10 points for the campaign, 83% form. They've just lost once in the last 6. The previous 5 games have been victories for Djurgårdens. Up against Legia Warsaw, who are 4th with 12 points for them, just 1 defeat in the last 6. That last defeat was in this competition against Lugano, surprisingly, against Legia Warsaw, who were hosts that time around. Meanwhile, Djurgårdens' last home match in this competition was a 2-1 win over Panathinaikos, so they pretty good at home. It's their away form that might have let them down. Actually, no, they've been very, very good, Djurgårdens. They've actually picked up 3 wins on the spin in this competition, and they are fancied probably by the bookies right here, right now. 29-20 for the victory, 9-5 is your Legia, also 23-10 is the draw. Yet to play each other, these two sides. It's all going to be tough. I am going to go with the Swedes here, 2-1 winners over Legia Warsaw, and again, that gives them a big old chance to maybe even get in that top 8. Maybe, because Legia Warsaw will be one of those teams that probably drop out of it with that defeat. Meanwhile, we go to Cyprus. APOEL Nikosia coming at you up against Astana. That's right, out of Azerbaijan. Something like that. Anyway, APOEL Nikosia come at you into 10th right now with 10 points for the campaign, just 1 defeat in the last 5. Up against Astana, just 1 win in the last 5 themselves. They're on 28th in the table, 4 points for the campaign. They're on 42% form for them over the last 6. Now, APOEL Nikosia are on 58% form, and they play each other 6 times since 2015. 2 for the Cypriots, 3 for the Astana, and 1 draw between the two sides. The last time played at this venue, it was a 1-0 win for the Cypriots, and in fact, they are unbeaten against Astana over the last 3 at this very venue. APOEL, though, picking up a 2-0 win over Palamai over in the Cypriot top flight. Astana losing to Chelsea in their last match, which, of course, was in this competition. The odds here, right now, 9-4 on is your Nikosia, 11-2 is your Astana, 7-2 is the draw. I am going 1-1 once again, right down the middle, point apiece, which doesn't do do anybody any good, but APOEL Nikosia will be in the command for that one. We go to Molde now out of Norway. They're going to be taking on FK MB, Mladá Boleslav. That's right. This one's coming at you over in Norway. Molde fancy the chances, of course, but they have got a lot of work to do. They're 26th in the table with just 4 points for the campaign. They are winless, though, in the last 4 matches. Up against Mladá Boleslav, they are 22nd in the table, 6 points for the campaign. Just 1 defeat, though, in the last 6. The previous 5 were wins. They are rocking an 83% form for them right now. That last defeat was against Olomouc in their top flight. They did pick up wins in back-to-back games in this competition, beating Jagiellonia out of Poland and Real Betis out of Spain. But this game is on the road where they might find a bit sticky. A last match at home for Molde. They did lose to APOEL Nikosia. So what are we going to get here in this game? 9-4 on. Your Norwegians are favoured here. 6-1 is your Mladá Boleslav, and 16-1 or 16-5. Sorry, is the draw. I am going 2-0 in the Norwegians. Give them a boost. Will it be enough to get through to the playoffs? We'll see. Meanwhile, bit of a neighbourly affair here. We have Heidenheim up against FC St. Gallen out of Switzerland. That's right. Coming at you over in Heidenheim, if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Of course, Heidenheim on a right old rotten bit of form right now. They're on 0% form right now, losing 7 in a spin. They are 50th in this table. That is, of course, the Europa Conference League. St. Gallen, they're all the way down to 30th with just 4 points for the campaign, just 1 win, though, in the last 6. They played each other twice since 2019. They're both friendlies, both victories for Heidenheim, but the Germans coming into it on the back of that 3-1 loss to Stuttgart, with St. Gallen picking up a big 2-0 win over Zurich. That's right. The odds right here right now, 7-4 on is your Heidenheim, 92 is your St. Gallen, 31-10 is the draw. This is a perfect match for Heidenheim to get back on track. Will they get back on track, though? That is the question. Going with a 2-1 win, yes, I am believing in them to, of course, rebuild their chances of at least going a little bit further in this competition. Meanwhile, the game of the round, it is an absolute Bobby Dazzler. It's Vitória Guimarães up against Fiorentina, coming at you out of Italy. The Portuguese outfit are second in the table, 13 points for the campaign, just 1 defeat, though, in the last 5 up against Fiorentina. 2 defeats in the last 6, including their last match, and they sit third in the table with 12 points on the campaign. Fiorentina, surprisingly, losing to Bologna most recently. Vitória Guimarães picking up a big 4-1 win over St. Gallen. They're taking on Real Ave tonight, of course, so surprisingly, not much rest for those guys as they gear up for a busy period themselves. Yet to take on each other in their history books. Odds here, 11-5 is your Guimarães, 13-10 is your Fiorentina, 21-10 is the draw here. This is going to spicy, very spicy. I might even sit on the fence here with another 1-1 draw, and I think Fiorentina will be happier, but actually Vitória Guimarães will be happy, taking off points off the opposition, and of course maintaining their probably top 2 spot, you would think. Meanwhile, we go to Austria with Rapid Vienna. They're going to be taking on Copenhagen. It's another difficult game to call. Of course, Rapid Vienna currently find themselves up into 9th with 10 points for the campaign. Up against Copenhagen, 16th with just 8 points. That's right. But they're coming into this on an unbeaten form of at least 6 matches. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 14. They've won 6 of the bouts and haven't lost any of the last 9 away matches. Rapid Vienna, though, winless in the last 5. They are 9th in the table with 10 points for the campaign and have played each other twice since 2009. 2 wins out of 2 for the Austrians. That's right, but they were both friendlies, so let's not look into it. Rapid Vienna, though, on the back of that 3-1 loss to Ominia Nicosia most recently. Copenhagen, though, picking up a win over Hearts and then followed that up with a 1-0 win over Kolding to go through to the semi-finals of the Danish Cup. The odds here, 31-20 is your Vienna, 70-10 is your Copenhagen, 9-4 is the draw. We are swinging it. The outsiders, that's right. It's Copenhagen 2-1 win over Rapid Vienna to move in to, of course, I think we'll definitely make it through to the next round with that one. Meanwhile, Cercle Brugge against Başakşehir, another spicy game. This one's over in Belgium, that's right. Cercle Brugge starting to climb the old table, up to 7th right now, 50% form for them. Over the last 6, Başakşehir struggled, 24th for the campaign, just 5 points for the season, that's right. Cercle Brugge, just 1 win in the last 6. Against Başakşehir, 1 defeat in the last 5, of course. Coming into this, though, on the back of a defeat, Başakşehir losing to Fenerbahce in the Superliga over in Italy. Cercle Brugge picking up a draw against Gent, of course, following on from that 4-1 win over Olympic Ljubljana. The odds right here, right now, for this one, what are we looking at? Bruges are 20-19 on for the victory. 3-1 is your Istanbul. Başakşehir, 23-10 is the draw here. Troops, it's going for the Belgians here. They looked good last time around. Going to go with a 3-0 win over Başakşehir, who are good at home, awkward away, or just, they're just not there on the away ground. So big win for Bruges. They'll go again, move the 3 points. So hopefully they'll also progress. Meanwhile, Hearts of Midlothian up against Petrocub, coming at Tynecastle, that's right, it's Hearts. 25% form for them right now. It's Neil Critchley's Hearts. Just one win in the last 6 there, 23rd in the table, 6 points for the campaign. Up against CS Petrocub, 33% form for them right now. Also just one win in the last 6. Two sides desperate for a win, but Petrocub are struggling. They are 35th with just 1 point for the campaign. Hearts 23rd with 6. A win would actually do them absolutely marvellous to get themselves up in the table. The Scottish outfit on the back of successive losses, back-to-back games now without a goal, losing to Copenhagen 2-0, and also Kilmarnock in the Scottish top flight. Petrocub losing to Real Betis last time around. And it hasn't been a good couple of games for them either. The odds right here are now 4-1 on is your Hearts, 14-1 is your Petrocub, 4-1 is the draw. I think I am backing Hearts here. Yes, I am. Again, it's not going to be big, it's not going to be impressive, but it'll be enough to get the 3 points and move the chains. Lugano, they're up against it, against Paphos, coming at you out of Cyprus. Lugano right here, right now, are, of course, flying high in 5th in the table with 12 points for the campaign. They've just lost twice in the last 6. They're on 67% form. Paphos, also doing pretty good. 12th in the table, 9 points for the campaign. Also lost twice of the last 6. They're rocking a 67% form for them as well. Lugano on the back of a 4-1 heavy-duty loss to Lausanne over in the Swiss top flight there. Paphos picking up a big 2 win over NK Celje in this very own competition to make it back-to-back wins and back-to-back clean sheets coming into this one. The odds right here, right now, look at Lugano 11-10 for the victory, 23-10 is your Paphos, 12-5 is the draw here. Tough one, but I think I'm going towards Lugano. Yes, I am. 2 win, 3 points in the bag, and of course securing a spot in the top 8 with that victory. Meanwhile, we hop over to the islands of Greece as they take on Minsk, as Panathinaikos also trying to look to get some more points in the bag. They are 18th right now with just 7 points for the campaign. They have won 4 on the spin, unbeaten in the last 8 matches. Up against Minsk, just 1 win in the last 4. They're 50% form, but they are they're struggling. I want to say rock bottom, but they are struggling. 33rd in the table, just 3 points for the campaign compared to Panathinaikos, 18th with 7 points. 11 players according to my data. Panathinaikos on the back of, look at this, an impressive 4 wins on the spin. Those 4 wins all away from home, but the last time they played at home, it was a draw, guys. Grim stuff there. Minsk on the back of a 2-0 win over Larne in this competition. So maybe a chance to get them some points. A win would do them absolutely wonders and maybe, just maybe, give themselves a glimmer of hope to get through to those playoffs. The odds here, though, going overwhelmingly so for Panathinaikos. 5-1 on for the victory. 5-1, though, is the draw. 60-1 is your long shots. It's Minsk. Not happening. Going to go with a big 3-0 win. Panathinaikos at home should take care of business. Meanwhile, back up to Topola. They'll take on Noah. That's right. That's coming at you at some point. It's, I'm just going to do a little bit digging for this one. Bear with me here as there is back up to Topola up against FC Noah. That's right. Coming at you this coming Thursday. I can't even see them. I can't even see Noah. Is it Noah FC? Might be Noah FC. There, Noah Vien, that's right. Coming at you over and back up to Topola, who are 27th in the table, just 4 points for the campaign, just 1 win in the last 6. Against Noah Vien, who are 31st in the campaign, 4 points for the campaign as well. Both sides are in and around this struggling zone, and a win would absolutely do wonders. Noah Vien, though, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They're on 75% form for them right now. They're coming in on the back of a loss, 3-1 loss to APOEL Nikosia at home. Meanwhile, though, besides that, they were doing pretty good for themselves, scoring 9. They actually scored 10 goals in the last 3 games combined. Back up to Topola, though, losing to Vlonda Novi Sad in their top flight there this past weekend at home. The odds here, 11-10 is your back up to Topola, 11-5 is your Noah, 5-2 is the draw. The hosts are favoured. Going with them as well, 2-1 win. Take it to the house. Meanwhile, Borac, Banja, Luka. They'll be taking on Ominia Nicosia. Coming at you over in, is it Bosnia? That's right. Coming also this Thursday, the 19th of December. Banja Luka are in 20th spot with just 7 points for the campaign. 2 defeats in the last 6. They're rocking a 67% form. Against Ominia Nicosia, they are 21st with 6 points. So a good mid-table crunch clash here. 2 defeats in the last 6 as well. Last time around for Ominia Nicosia, they did lose at home. In the domestic league, they 1-0 loss to Achiness, with Banja Luka picking up a big 3-2 win over Tuzla in their respective league. The odds here, though, 12-5 is your Banja Luka, 7-5 your Nicosia, 7-4 is the draw. I'm gonna back the host to get something here. 3 points for me. Borac, Banja Luka, big win, and also denting the hopes of me and Nicosia in the process. Meanwhile, Białystok coming at you out of Poland up against Olympic Ljubljana. It's going to be a bit of a cracking game as well. can find it on my old resume here. The hosts here coming at you out of Poland, Jagiellonia. They coming at you 8th in the table, 10 points for the campaign. Just one win though in the last 6. A lot of draws knocking around here. Up against Olympic Ljubljana. They are, of course, 14th in the table, 9 points for the campaign, but those two sides have yet to play each other. It looks like it's, well, according to my data, Jagiellonia have not lost in the last 17 games. Well, they do come into this on the back of a defeat. That was against Mladá Boleslav in this competition. Olympic Ljubljana also losing to Cercle Brugge. So both sides losing in their last matches in this competition. But the odds right here, right now, Jagiellonia Białystok with 11-10 for the odds. 13-5 is your Ljubljana, 11-5 also the draw right here. And this was a toughie. Probably going to go with the hosts, I think. No, I'm going to go with the point. Point in the bag. And of course, moving on to the next round for at least Jagiellonia Białystok. Meanwhile, we go Celje up against TNS. That's right, the new Saints coming at you out of Wales. Got a difficult match to end their campaign up against Celje, who are 58% form for them right now. They are, of course, 25th at the table with 4 points for the campaign. Winless, though, in the last 4 up against new Saints. 32 points, 32 in the table, 3 points for the campaign. They've won 3 and lost 3 over the last 6. A win, though, for the new Saints. Could see them leapfrog, or should see them leapfrog, NK Celje in the group, who coming into this, though, Celje losing to Paphos in this very own competition. And like I said, their last victory was against Koper in the domestic top flight back in the 23rd of November. The new Saints, though, are into this on the back of a win. It was in the Welsh Cup round 4-4-1 winners this past weekend. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at it. Celje are 11-4 on. They are overwhelming favourites. 7-1 is the new Saints. 50-4 is the draw. We are going hosts to win this one. New Saints, really. If they can get something fabulous, definitely a win would be wonders. But I just don't see it happening. And then finally, we wrap it up with Larne out of Ireland. Northern Ireland, should we say, up against KAA Gent out of Belgium. That's right, of course. Larne are rock bottom, 36 points for the campaign, yet to get a point. Up against Gent, are 13th for the table, 9 points for the campaign, just 1 defeat in the last 5. That's right. Larne on the back of a 2-0 loss to Dynamo Minsk. That's right. So very, very poor stuff in this competition, yet to get going, yet even to get a single point. Gent, though, on the back of a 3-0 win over Bačka Topola, as well as but they did lose the last time on the road against Lugano. The odds here, we're looking at Larne are 14-1 for the victory. Ain't going to happen, is it? 6-1 on is your Gent. 6-1 is, of course, the draw here. Going to go with a 2-0 win Gent. We'll fancy the chances. And, of course, that victory will surely secure the 3 points and maybe more. That, my friends, completes my picks in the final Europa Conference League phase. Of course, don't forget to check us out later on when we get into those playoffs and beyond. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later, guys and girls. Until then, we're done.